Hello, can you guys hear me? Mic check. Yeah, I can see the graph, so that means it should be fine. My PC sound should also be fine. And yeah, let's switch to this. Okay. Today, the work is really simple. Just you know. Oh, Harin Mehta, welcome to the stream, bro. You seem new to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, today's task is really straightforward. Previously, I was affected with what do you call it, bacterial conjunctivitis or conjunctivitis, where I was having issues, and we can see in the fast stream the day before yesterday, I was really getting difficult for me to do the stream, but now it's fine. So today what we are going to do is we are going to work with our React side of the project, where we are sending dynamic headers and the keys, API keys, so that only I can access my server. So yeah, that's the main motto for today's stream. And also I am still healing my eyes, and there is a bright light sitting right in front of me, so I will try to stream as long as possible, and then if I feel stressed, I will end the stream. But we can always continue tomorrow, no worries. Small breaks are needed to keep my eyes healthy. These are a lot more expensive than projects. They are more valuable. So Mehta, welcome to the stream. You are new to the channel. If I can give you a walkthrough what my channel is about, or if you want to learn as we go, I'm going to skip it. Just 1 second. I need to turn on my bot. In the meantime, I will run all these. Run dev, and for the Golang, this is the one, and we should be using air. Yep, it's up. What is it called? Chromium. That's what I normally use. TX, open this. Chromium. As per your convenience, bro. Both are okay from my side. So yeah, you seem new, so there are a lot of cool commands you can try apart from my commands, and if something will happen if you like my stream, something will happen if you dislike my stream. And there are certain commands you can control. My OBS, you can control what appears on my face. There is something called speak command, where if you feel like I'm not looking at the chat for some reason, you can just exclamation speak space type something, and it will make sure I will hear that. You have another exam. I understand most of my viewers recently they are having exams, so don't worry. What subject is it? Nightcrawler, dude. What is the subject? It's fine. I understand. Electronics and signals. Well, not really I'm more into computer science and engineering, and after BTech first year, I never really looked into much of core electronics. So this was the challenge, if I recall correctly, in the last stream. We can see there is a use effect right here, and it would just fetch. Oh, not this is not the one, I guess. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So this function would basically fetch all the updates every 1 second, I guess, to my API to see what are the events happen. But I would like to send some dynamic headers for this website. You can see I would like to attach the token. All the best for your exam, bro. Well, show my face. Show my face. Huh? It sometimes doesn't understand my accent, so there is nothing I can do. Relangi Mama is the OG. Yeah, that's the bot. You have 62 points. That means till today you have sent 62, 3, 4, 5. Hello, welcome back, Rahul. After a long time, yeah. I was affected with this. I'll open this. It's called as bacterial conjunctivitis, something like this. Yeah, this is the one, bacterial conjunctivitis, whatever this is. So I actually posted in the Twitter as well, but no one really cared. This is the one I have posted. Ah, good one. Where is it? How can I go to my profile? Home? Profile? Yeah. So these were my eyes. You see how red they were, and the moment I woke up, I was having all yellow pus, just like these. So this is just an example photo, but my eyes was exactly like this, and those were like stuck. My upper eyelid and my lower eyelid were completely stuck, and I had to wash it with hot water so I could open my eyes. So it was terrible for one day, and I just realized that I couldn't really look towards the light too often, but I had to work anyway. So someone disliked my stream. So yeah, I just felt to take a break for one day, and then now I'm totally fine. My eyes are not really red anymore. So there is no medicine for it. It just takes time to heal, and once that is done, it's done. Yeah, that's the thing. So what happened was previously, I mean, that exact day I did lawn mowing to my backyard. So yeah, there is something called lawn mowing. Oh, it's W. Yeah, this is the one I was doing. So not this one, but normally with this. So while I was doing that, I noticed that there is a lot of wind. The wind was blasting directly to my face, and I noticed some grains, or you can say pollen, from grass was hitting my eye, and I just blocked it like this. I wiped it hard because it started to itch. I went back and washed my face. I thought that would be fine. And then I took a shower, had my dinner, started the stream. While I was doing the stream, I started to feel like it's a burning sensation in my eyes. And we can see I was feeling a lot uncomfortable doing the stream last time. I don't know if I can point out to that exact timestamp, but view my channel, where is it, live? Yes, one day ago. We can see at this point, I was having a tough time. Something over here, I guess. Maybe towards the end, I somewhat talked about that I couldn't really stream anymore. So I just went back to sleep. And the next day, this is what happened. But after that, yesterday it was fine. Today, there is no pain. Actually, it's like what I normally have. So I'm fine now. You didn't plug your Twitter in description. I would normally, if you type !X, it would give, but I understand. I will just add it now. As a first, how can I share my profile? I have no clue. Find me on Twitter or X. Okay, angle brackets are not allowed. Okay, no problem. Saved. See, that's how the bot works. So if you can just type it, it would give you whatever you need. So, but it was really painful, man. It was painful. So that's done. Let's go back to basics. And where are we? I have to do one last thing. So let me do that first. Okay. I'm not doing anything special. It's just I have to send someone an email. So if you guys let me 5 minutes, they are waiting for it. I'll just drop the email and we should be good. Okay, that's saved. One last minute. I'm just about to send the email. After that, we should be good. Okay, compose email, typing all the people which are responsible. Okay. Paste up. Okay, I typed the subject. I'm attaching the file. Let's see. It's done. Email has been sent. So I will dedicate fully myself for the stream now. Is it working? Is it open? Yeah, this one. So I was having a tough time trying to fix this. So we can see I'm using Jotai as my state management, and where is it? Use atom. There it is, atom. Yeah, I'm using atom with storage, but that's not really working. So we can say atom. Yeah, the simple atom would work fine. Atom, and I will remove this. So inside here in the HTML, somewhere I'm triggering the set API token. So here, instead of here, I will be doing set. Let's save it somewhere here. Const API token, set API token. You can, if this is what I would do, I don't even need the Jotai, but let's save it somewhere. Jotai, no. Use atom, and it should be atom API atom, yes. And I'll be saving it somewhere here. p.target.value. I don't think it's. I'm not emitting the entire thing, am I? Yeah, so there is no need for this. It should be just string. Okay, this should be working fine. So now the game begins. Once this application starts triggering, obviously it doesn't have the information, so it would struggle. So I'll have it here. And inside this, what should I give? Oh. So that means it needs to stay then. You can see event ref any comma, and it should have events ref. Okay, that's the one thing. So here I will pass API token, and yeah, basically that's it. It should also be string most probably, and for the fetch events. Or I can do this. Yeah. Let's get everything back. We can just break the event while we are returning it. I'm actually doing that. Strange, very strange. The moment FPI changes, I don't want to do this. So this should be inside another use effect by itself. So this is one, this is one. That's done. Okay, this is a new one, and this is the old one. So fetch events, this function is purely responsible for basically fetching the events, and each interval is 5 for every 5 seconds. And then when this is changes, I do not have to basically call this then. Okay, let's see how it works. Am I fetching from localhost or some other? Where is API gateway? Yeah, right here. Where is the API paths? Endpoints, what am I using? I'm using the cloud version, so let's go back to the default version. And I press restart. We can see, I think it's pulling from local host, local storage. I'm guessing that's what it's doing. Use atom, yeah. And inside atom, where is the value? There is no value. Refresh this. Somewhere is getting the value. Where is it getting? This is the password, and this is the value API token, and we can see API token is nothing but this one. Strange, very strange. Utils. I had a utils function, I guess. This one, let's remove it. Yeah, I'm getting an error somewhere. So Remove that. Just trying to have a fresh reinstall CLS. npm run dev. Also, I will delete the local storage for now. It's memory application. Yes, local storage. Delete. From where is it getting this? Oh, it's getting API token as a value. Oh, this is a problem. Okay. For me, I just deleted the entire previous working code. So value of a type string or read-only string or undefined, this is expected. That means I need to pass in something like this. That should be fine then. Okay. So I change this. I see the value. I don't really have to press save, I guess. Do I have to press save? Yeah, I have to press save. So let's see that. So we can see all the previous tokens are not working fine, but the moment I press save, the next event should basically have it. Why does it still show API token? I'm setting it as an API token and it should get, oh, this is the problem. Okay. So here it should be API token. That's the problem. That's one problem that has been updated. Okay, let's save. We'll see what happens.
Manas Shej says, hi.
Hey Manas, welcome to the stream. You seem new. Welcome to the stream. I'm struggling with Jotai and React. I want certain things to work in certain way, but it's not working like that. If you are a React, enthusiast or nerd, React nerd, you might be helping for me. But yeah, I'm a full stack dev by day job and night. I stream just as hobby. Relangi Mama is my bot, the one with the blue text. This is me, BlazingBane. Show my face. This is how I look. Back to gaming. Yeah, if you want to know anything else, let me know. But thanks for using the speak command as your first comment. That's wonderful. We can go to my website and see that as your first command. Yep, Manas. This seems you some anime. Speak high. Wonderful, man. Wonderful. Impressive. So even though I have loaded here, but for some reason this is still showing as if it's empty. I don't know why. I did the same thing here. Oh, this is different and this is different. Oh, that's totally different. Okay. Okay, let's ignore this function then if that's, or else we can have the button maybe. Or let's ignore this function now. Totally fine. Okay, and we don't need this. So API token should directly have the atom. I would love, but I'm currently learning React, so I can't help you. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everyone is learning. I was struggling for Go for past few months, but now I got a grip of it. But I was a really good React developer, but it's been 3 years now. I haven't done much React. I was doing a full-fledged Angular. I use Angular at work, so Angular 14 and 16 specifically. I started to love Angular, but I was feeling like I'm forgetting my React stuff, and React has changed a lot with React 19. So for this project, I just felt it's better to pick React. Maybe use submit button, which will help you to both with enter as well as the submit button. Well, true, but I do not really want a button, but I don't think button would fix this. The problem is this. Maybe you guys can help me with this. So there is this use state, use effect, and it runs every 5 seconds. Okay. And I'm using a state management called Jotai, if you guys are aware of it. It's an atom-based state management, which I I used it a lot before and it would work fine, but maybe something has changed. I checked the last GitHub pushes and there was some architecture changes, but that's fine. It's still a state management. So I have 3 different pages and each pages will have its own API calls. So just to secure my API so that anyone cannot use it, only I have to use it. The page loads and it would ask me for an input to type in my secret. It's not saved inside browser. It's not saved in my React. That needs to come to my Go server and that's where it's going to validate it. So it's secured. Don't worry. So let's say this. Before I type in, obviously the use effect would kick in and it starts fetching for events. Cool. And it's using that function. And this function code is already embedded into JavaScript main thread. Doesn't matter what I type here, which needs to be passed inside the header, it's not getting passed. So that's the main problem. We can see whatever I'm typing here. Let's see if it's working or not. Let's first fix that. So I'm typing into this one and then let me print the value. API token, that should be fine, I guess. Yeah, API token. Okay, now you see what happens. So this is the token. I have the token inside the atom, but for some reason, why am I coming back to Golang? So we can see that means API token has the value, but we can see the same API token is also being called here and it is also added into the dependency array. But this thing is not working as expected. So one way to do this is, I'm still struggling. So according to my understanding, when there is a new function, when there is changes into the API token, all the previous executions which are done previously should be ignored. Maybe that's how I expected it to work. Maybe let's put some console logs that would help us. Console logs clearing timeout, and we can say here, say setting interval, and let's do a formal refresh, and the interval has been started. So now it's doing its thing. I got a like. Thanks for the like, guys. Makes me happy. I'm unable to see my stream layout. I hope everything's fine. The layout looks fine. There are no packet loss. There are no network lag. It's fine. So it's understandable. There is no token now. So that's why we have it here. The moment I update this, we can see it's clearing the previous interval and it's basically doing the same thing again. Now it should have it. It has it. It has the event now. And let's see what happens. Where is it? Inside the events, where is it? API token. Probably I will have to pass in like this, API token, and we mention in this way. We go and update this function to use API token. And it should be what, of string, something like that. Why is it? Okay. There should always be an API token, doesn't matter. Why does it say duplicate? Okay. So now this API token will be used here. If there is no API token, I don't want the gateway to be called as well, but just for the security, I'm setting it up here. And in the same way, this is the API gateway call, I guess. So we can wrap that inside here. If if there is no API token, just do not do anything else crazy. We can just stop it right here. So if I return this, what will happen? Will it trigger the interval? Let's see what happens. It sets the interval, even though there is no API token, and we shouldn't see any requests here. That means it's fine. If there is no API token, then it's not going to return it. But the moment I have it, it starts the token, and we should be seeing some events every 5 seconds. That's happening. Nice. Code Bam. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, bro. Code Bam. all you guys are new. Hope you guys enjoying my stream. If you don't really enjoy something, just let me know. I can code and give you a better experience. So Code Bam, welcome. Oh, thanks for the like. Thank you so much for the like. Thanks. That's what happens. Now let's see. So everything, all those commands, everything is controlled by Relangimama, written in Golang and Typescript, which acts as a server as in my Raspberry Pi 02. It's a pretty cool setup. So we can see, yeah, the things are working as expected now. Once the API is broken, I do not want, basically I do not want these to be executed one more time. But I think I can call the same arrow function before it's executed. So let's see. It's fine. Doesn't matter. So when, yeah, I think I'm doing good now. So let's remove the console logs. So we can use this API gateway in all our sections. So instead of manually changing it like this, I can just press save and on-click API token, and then I think I need to have like a component, but that's not fine because this website is only going to be used by me. I'm not really worried about the UI. This is what people would normally use. It takes some time to load. So this is the final, the user-facing site. It's server-side rendered. You can ask me why. I can explain to you probably. But yeah, it's things are working fine as expected. So basically, this website is for putting data into the server, and this one is reading from the server. There is a reason why I picked two different sites, because I wanted this to be super search engine optimized. The best thing to do is use server-side rendering. I already have a laptop sitting idle at home, so why not use it as a server? So this is powered by Golang Fiber. So this one is used to putting the data, and this one is to read the data. And of course, this also acts as a controller, like deleting the deals, managing the pipelines, etc., something like this. So it's still new, and I'm not. I just want it to be functional. Upcoming streams, we can just upgrade it to look beautiful. But the architecture behind it is really good, unless you don't care about it. All right. See elements. What's this? Now what? I was really confused about these, so maybe we need to do something else with that. But it's fine. Let's ignore it. So now where is the other API calls which are being happening? Fetch. This is use effects. Okay, this needs to be changed as well. I'm going to use API gateway, and this is the, no, not this. It will be using API, the path should be endpoints, yeah, basically, yes. Dot then, I don't think there is need for a dot then, it should be fine. It's my go-to language, so yeah, I'm interested. You are using Vite plus React? Yes, Vite, TypeScript, and React. I'm a big TypeScript nerd myself. I enjoy TypeScript. It's a wonderful language. Even for backend, I mostly use Go, but I use Go as a controller. So it does most of my database processing, WebSockets, because the concurrency is super awesome. If you never tried Go programming language, I would really suggest you to try it. It's a wonderful language. But if there is something which cannot be done in Go programming language, or if it's too hard to do it, I would just then have like a worker helper threads of Node.js or Python. So just in this current example, in the same project, I use Python for processing my images into videos. Because of the package called MoviePy, it's so well written in Python. I don't really have to do reinvent the whole wheel in Golang. It's not that needed. So if we say this, the front end is what you guys are saying. The Golang is the main controller, and as well as what the users are going to use. and Python is all the helper functions. So bot engine, browser, post, reel. This is BU. Oh yeah. Yes. So Golang does its own things. It's not just, takes the questions and asks them again the Python, but it does a lot more things. It's just that it was too difficult for me to do it using FFmpeg, which is actually a lot more powerful than MoviePy, but it was a bit more low level for me, and I didn't really have that much time. So my project is currently working. It's working as expected. It's posting reels, it's automating everything, it's also responding. So this one server would do all these. Where is it? API. So these are all the endpoints. Reset events, poll events, and deals. This is one of a big behemoth. I think this is the one. So this is a big, large function. It does all the things which are needed. And then comes the webhook, the Instagram, so that whatever you guys reply on my Instagram, it will be responding to that. So I wanted a fast server. I don't want Node.js or Python or fast API. In the name it says fast, but it's not really that fast. And of course, Go is super concurrent. Spinning of concurrent functions is a lot easier in this language. So it works fine. The Reeling Mama itself is running on Golang server, and it's hosted inside my Raspberry Pi. It's a really efficient programming language. We can see it's still, there are other servers running on the same Raspberry Pi, but still it's super smooth. So doesn't matter how many messages you send, it somehow process them all perfectly fine. This project was previously written in Python, and it took a lot of time, and it was all buggy because of it. It's counting the numbers wrong. But if I send it quickly, we can see there are absolutely no, spikes, CPU spikes. And this is hosted inside a Raspberry Pi, which is what? 400 MB, 425 MB total, 425 megabytes of RAM. That's how efficient it is. Yeah, it goes really fast. I like doing everything serverless in TypeScript, but some things are just easier to do with a server. Well, I do enjoy serverless, but it's just I'm a nerd. I like things in this way. But I have everything secured. I'm using file-based, or not really file-based, but a single file database, so that every day at 3 a.m., all my database will be synced in Google Drive. So I'll show it to you. 1 second. I try to keep things really simple. I know how the industry does it. I can also do it, but is it needed for my project? No. So I'll show it to you. There are other Google Drives which I obviously cannot show you, but UserDB is, we can see June 18th, like yesterday at, I don't know if I can see the time over here. But yeah, yesterday, every day, it just backs up all the database file. UserDB is nothing but the data of what I'm saving, like all the chats, etc. And the same database will be used in my website as well. So right here, this is code BAM. So I have what's happening, what are you guys doing on my YouTube. I won't obviously save all the messages you send, but obviously I felt it's better to record the first stream you joined and the last stream. And this is the last comment you made. Haha, nice. So I'm not using YouTube API because that costs money. I just felt I know how to build things, then why would I pay YouTube to do that? So yeah, this is the database file. So even though my Raspberry Pi dies, data is all I have. I can just spin up the new function one more time, and it's been running like for 2 to 3 years now. So let's go with some old viewers. We can see there will be two different. The thumbnail looks same, but they are different. And we also have top viewers, I guess. Yeah, these are the top viewers. These are the old ones. This is Anton. Yeah, cool stuff. Again, if you want to try, this is my commands. These are my command lists. If you want to get the link, you can just say oh yeah, I put translate API in a chatbot I made. Totally just copied a URL someone gave me and changed the parameters. It's fine. That's how we actually learn spinning up APIs. I did back in 2018, I guess. I did a WhatsApp bot. Back in the day, WhatsApp bots were not really that common. So what it would do is, I would run my WhatsApp account in an old phone, and it would reply in the notifications. So if you recall, I use Android, by the way, so that was possible. So this is an Android phone, and we get a notification in this way. And all Android phones, even now, there is a reply button, where if you press that, you can type whatever you want. So I would use this to respond to my YouTube or WhatsApp messages. So obviously I have the text here, and I wrote a small Node.js thing which would make an API request to R6 API. R6 is nothing but Rainbow Six Siege. It's a game, and then PUBG API and Battlefield API. So if you press exclamation R6, your username, my function would go get the stats from this API calls and then reply to them. So is there anything new in this? No, but for some reason, all my friends were using that bot. There is something called ease of access. They can obviously go to the same R6 API website and enter their own, Ubisoft account details, and they would still get the same information. Yeah. I wanted to do with Telegram, but all my friends are using WhatsApp, and there was no official way to do it in WhatsApp, but I found this trick and it was really working. But thanks for the like. That makes me happy. But now it's not really active. I still have the code, but it's no one really using it. Even I don't really play that much. But what I really meant was I was comparing to you, not paying you. Yeah, Google for their API, but I just got the same. Oh, I understand. My bad. Why would someone dislike my stream? Alright, that's what happens. Oh, I got the like back. Thanks for liking me back. So if you're testing like and dislike thing, I would suggest you to like and then remove the like instead of disliking, because YouTube thinks you guys are really disliking and it would, hurt my channel. So, peace. I understand if you really want to experiment with my like and dislike animation. It's just a small request. So I really tried to use YouTube API, but the moment I understand that it's going to cost me a lot more, the API tokens which they give for free is 10,000 tokens. And I just use them all in 2 to 3 streams, even though there are these many viewers as well. But I realized that's not really useful, so I had to find some other tricks. What am I doing? Yeah, securing my friend run and also obviously mine. So use effect. Fine. So reset events should also have the same API token. Wonderful. And then where is the other fetch? Try fetch. Add deal. Yeah, this needs to be fixed. Reset events. Okay. Trigger automation. Oh yeah, while I'm triggering a new one, I'm resetting this. Okay, let's create a new function instead. So inside APIs, I will create a new function. Export, what is it called? Reset events. It's a nothing function, of course, and it would basically call, what is it called? Pry, of course. So API gateway, and the path is basically this. These are the options. Path is events, API token. Then what? I don't think there is need of a body, but we can just pass an API token in this way. Let's have a type here. Type API token, which should be of type string. Wonderful. And here it should be API token, so that I can visually see and mention that it's a API token instead of just saying a string and thinking what is that string. I can just see API token. Okay. Endpoints. I don't have endpoints here. Yeah, reset API token is obviously this API token. And then I don't think I need the body. There is no such thing. It's not needed. Okay, cool. So after this, did you did API? Yes. Can you just do API token, by the way? It refers. Yeah. That's totally fine. Yeah, it's fine. We can do that. Yeah. It's just practice. That's Now that's how I did, but I understand, that's totally fine. And for reset, I don't think we really need to do something, but we can just trigger a toast. Then after this is done, I would just return true. And if something happens, where is the damn catch? If there is error is return false. That's totally fine. What happened here? Try catch. I do have, oh, it should be right here. Dot catch. If there is something here, then return false, or then just say raise. I don't think I need a try catch because this will already handle it. So let's see, do I recover everything? Promise void. I don't need a promise. So resolve promise dot resolve true. I actually had a plan to resolve this promise outside of the function, but that's fine. Does it still return? Finally, I don't need a finally block, that would ruin things. Sorry, just telling, no problem. It's absolutely fine, Codebam. I appreciate your inputs. Okay, endpoints. Why does it say still promise? Let's see if I can fix this. So promise boolean, yeah. The function who declared of type is either undefined or void or any must return a value. I'm returning this, isn't it? I'll just return true. Yeah, it should be fine. Or if it, oh, it would return this? My bad. Const response equals to this, and it will return to true, and it will return here true or false. So if response okay and else, we already know this should be fine. You could just return the await or remove the, oh, now it's fine, but yeah, it's let's try yours. I mean, yeah, this language you can write a lot of different things. So if we do this, I don't need to return it specifically then, and this is not needed. This is not needed. So what else? Okay, let's like 2. It's fine. HB, yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. But the reason I write it in this way is maybe in the future I have a plan to add toast animations right inside this component, but I think it's better to do it in React. But I was trying to import the toast. Where is it? It's called toast something. Toast. I don't think I can use that in direct TS files. I have to basically use that inside. So let's go with your function. Cool. Hey, I admire and appreciate your help. Don't get me wrong, but I have an AI editor. That's the reason I'm speaking in English, and it only understands English. So for this code, there is a viewer who had written his own code, and he also left an Easter egg. AI editor, it should be the guy with code. Something here, testing, I guess. So this code was written by him. So while I was doing this, so he parallelly connected to my VS Code dev, and he wrote this. And some of the logic I really used, this FFM peg logic, I used it. The guy, I code, therefore I am the guy, the code. So yeah, I would not mind people suggesting me new ways to write functions. It's totally fine. That's the reason I'm streaming. If I only wanted to write my own code, why there is no need for me to stream then. I would obviously finish this task in like 30 minutes if I don't stream, but that's not the goal. I wanted to have, before I go to sleep, I should feel peace. I enjoyed today, should sleep. That's the motto. Fine. And don't get me wrong, because I was doing a lot of Angular recently, and I still do things Angular way in React. That is obviously wrong, but it's just human. Hey, I'm new here. Can you explain what you're doing? Should I give you a quick overview or should I give you a demo? Anyway, welcome to the stream. I got a few new people today. Celebrate. I just like it. So let's start now. Maybe a quick overview. So I will give you whatever is currently working right now. Code BAM can also, listen what's happening. Yeah, everything's low. So I always wanted to do this project, which was Instagram posting. So I have an affiliate account in India. So I would pick some deals myself here from US. Let's say I'd pick 5 deals. So I would pick them, post them using my React, inside React, and then that React application is going to send the data to the Golang server, and Golang server, with the help of, thanks for the like. I only got 5 likes till now. Maybe that's fine. How many views I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 5-ish comments. So, hey, Manish, welcome back. Good to have you back, man. So, Tarun and CodeBAM, this is what I'm doing. So, in short, I am generating reels out of this. If you know, I guess you know reels. If not, those are like the vertical format videos of Instagram. So inside them, good morning. So inside these, it will be having the title of the deal, I forgot what was the one, the product image, yes, and the price and the link. The link is purely dynamic. It's something like link 101, link 102, and users, in order to get the links, they would DM me this link 101, and I would send them those respective links for those deal directly to them. I'm also adding those links inside caption also as a comment, but Instagram doesn't allow clicking on them. So this is the only way I found, and everything is working. I will show you. I can run a quick demo as well right now. Everything is purely automated. Even I have automated using my AI, which is running in, yes, exactly. So previously I have done this, like last week my AI was auto picking deals for me, but for some reason I noticed in Reddit and some other GitHub pages that Amazon is really good at blocking those bots, and I don't really want to challenge Amazon, so I am picking the deals manually right now. But I don't really do anything. If I found a deal which is interesting, I'll just open in a new tab and it would do its thing. I don't have to do much, but I have to do certain things manually in order to keep this project alive. Most of my Indian friends and people would always contact me to see, hey, can you find me any cool deals about these? So I'm a deal hunter myself. I was good at finding deals naturally. So yeah, why not just make it happen? I also wanted to do this for a long time. And with my previous AI project, with my Railing Imama project, I had decent amount of projects in the past. If you guys use Xcully Draw, I have made an extension for that as well. It's called Xcully Cloud. So basically, there is a $7 subscription for Xcully Draw. I didn't really wanted to pay that. I use this website. So this will have all my canvas saved inside MongoDB. I can just spin up whatever the canvas I want and basically play with them. I don't really have to pay for this service because this server is also been running inside the same Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I try to solve my own problems. I don't really invent something like extraordinary like NASA, satellite, or nanotechnology or quantum computing. It's just whatever I know. I would try to build tools which help my day-to-day life easier. And I really enjoy it. What am I doing? So I think I gave you an overview what's happening. I didn't really talk about my tech stack, how I'm doing this, what are the security, how I'm posting this to. I do have Instagram. I just submitted like 3 days ago my Instagram request for my business. It's still processing. It should be, approved because I'm not really using anything. I just mentioned them. What is the Facebook business something? Oh, I'm in this website, sorry. Yeah, something like this, developers. So I should be getting approved because I'm not saving any messages. I don't have a database for that. I just get the message and reply it back. That's it. I'm not even posting any comments. So I was expecting to be a much more faster. This is the comment DM responder. I don't know where to really check whether that my request is approved or not. I have no clue. I was having a tough time trying to find the buttons. App preview, I think this is the one. Requests. Thanks for the like, guys. It's still pending requests, so it might take some time. Cool, no worries. So yeah, let's work with this. So this is what I would normally do. I will open up Amazon India, and I would go to today's deals, something like this. I automated this entire process, but it was risky, so I just gave it up, and I'm doing it currently now manually. So let's say I like this. I'm not really a book person, so let's be something realistic. So let's go over mobile, go kitchens and home. It's fine. Yeah, these things are highly in demand. So let's open that. What are something else? I open water bottle seems fine. Yeah, these most people buy a lot of these. People are interested to buy a lot of those. This one. So let's say I have opened this 5 deals and I really like those deals. I would just press copy deal and everything should be done. And all I have to do is paste it here. You can see I got the entire deal information. In the same way, I would just add few more deals, and I wrote the program in such a way that based on number of deals, the reels, the timestamps would differ, and it's also automated. Yeah, I have complex database and architecture. Everything seems to work fine. I'm just applying the security now before going live. Yes. If you guys want to know anything else, let me know. I will be happy to assist or help. Very nice. Yeah. Again, like I said, it's not like something Nobel Prize worthy of a project. It's just what I wanted to build. I built an AI editor which edits my videos. I found that an interesting thing. I'm running Gemma 4B, Gemma 3 4B. Of course, it's not that advanced as ChatGPT. Someone disliked my stream. Why? So rude. Whoever disliked my stream, just let me know why you disliked so that I can improve the stream. You didn't like the quality, you didn't like my face, for some reason. So if you go to my channel, you should be seeing the recent videos were uploaded by the AI. Yeah, this one and this one, I think. Yeah, there was a short as well. Yeah, this one. Doesn't matter how many views I get, it's just I had to post something because I don't really trust my own consistency anymore. Okay, let's fix this. So the current task for today is to just add the securities for each APIs so that no other person with any internet should be able to access it. I don't want to go complex architectures like OAuth 2.0, JWTs, which I know how to build those things, but for my project, it's not that needed. So my approach is this. Maybe you guys can, help me if you guys think that's not really secure. This is my Golang server. Let's break into 2 parts. First one is, let's say, admin, and the same server will have user related APIs. I already have it in the NGX server. That's not the problem. The problem is about who gets the rights to access this. Obviously, I'm using server side for this, so that means there is not much users can do apart from, if it's a front-end based application, there is a reason for it. If I allow the same React application to be used as my main front-end, then I can have to be a lot more secure. So I want users, there are like 8 API calls, and I only want users to use like 4 out of them. And then the other 8 should only be me. This is different. It should not be localhost. It should not be any API. It should be only me. How does it work that way? So probably I need to spin some JWT or OAuth 2.0, but is it that necessary? Is it worth it to do all this for like one project? Obviously not. So this is what I'm doing. My website will be available for everyone, but only the API would request for a key. And I'm not storing that key anywhere except here. So whenever you make an API, that needs to be there. And I have to type that API, which is what you're seeing it here. Of course, the UI doesn't look that good. It's fine for my use case. So the moment you give this key, it's not stored in any local storage or anything else. It would, if you don't have this key, the middleware is going to kick you back. So that means it proves that only I can control it. Well, we have the middleware functions. Oh yeah, if you can check, obviously. But we have the middleware functions. I don't think Golang would have it. I bet Golang doesn't have it, but there are ways to build that thing. Golang just keeps bare minimum. It expects you to handle a lot more things, but I have middleware architecture. So for all the APIs which I want the security to be added, I can just provide something like this. For each function, I can just say basic auth middleware. So if it doesn't have that API key, it would just break it. So with that, I can protect all these. And obviously I can use CORS to only let my website call this browser instead of something else. I think that's really fine for my use case. And I can manually trigger the admin APIs myself. When I'm uploading reels, obviously that will be on, turning on. It will be listening for the REST request. But the moment I turn it off, it won't. Refactoring grew for me and it looks good. I don't, yeah, there is a pattern, but I don't think there is an inbuilt function like that. Golang decorator. Decorators in Golang, yeah, refactor. Let's see, this is the type. Yeah, interface. You know how constructors work in this Golang? It's just a function. So there's a Typescript struct. Yeah, that's the thing. We can do all those. We can do almost many things which are inbuilt in other programming languages. There is no such. There is no inbuilt constructor in Go. You know, but we can write a Go constructor function in this way. It should be new event. That's the function name. No, event. Interface event. I don't know where I'm using it. It should be the same name as the type. Oh, this is my front end. My bad. Event. New event. Yeah, this is the function. So we can say this is the constructor. It should have the same name, new event. It would. I just need to call this, and that basically acts as a constructor. What is a constructor? That's the first function when the object initiated. So Golang would just call this function as the first thing, and that becomes a constructor. So they have tricks to basically do all those things. But I'm interested how to do decorators because we all use decorators in Angular and Java. So let's see. That's it. That's what it does. Get price. So they have he created a function. So we can see this is a type I pizza something, and it says it's an interface which has a function get price, and there is a function to return 15. That's totally fine. And then for every time you trigger this, he wrote this get price which returns this. In the main code, what is he doing is cheese topping as pizza, add tomatoes and the cheese topping and price of the vegetable. Tomatoes and the cheese topping is 32. So we can see they're just calling this function. It's basically a constructor then. Instead of constructor then the code, it's like inside the constructor we have the code. I don't see any difference in it. But yeah, there are multiple ways you can basically do all these things. And I'm doing one thing which is so controversial, but I'm so proud to explain you that. I am using NoSQL database as NoSQL. So I am using SQLite 3. Why? Because this is the only database which runs in ARM 7V 32-bit processor. and it is the only database which is natively supported in Go. It doesn't require any server or any other module, which means I don't really need GCC, the C compiler. It's purely written in Go. And then it is file based. The meaning file based is all the databases. It's even good for large projects until you have some query things and everything. But yeah, that's totally fine. So it's file based. That means every database is stored inside a DB, like .db file. Like I said before, I can just send it to the cloud every day so that I don't really lose my database. So I picked this, but the problem is I have to write SQL. And for my project, there is no structure finalized yet. I don't want to write alter table, migrations every day. I don't want to use a complex Go ORM, which doesn't really work with this version of SQLite. It works with the SQLite server version where I have to run the SQLite server and then manually use it. So this is what I'm doing. In this SQL database, there is a deal ID and then deal JSON. So I'm storing the entire JSON inside the SQL column, but I'm not that stupid. I'm not saving the JSON as text. I'm converting into the array of bytes and then basically storing it. It's so fast, but you guys don't really realize it because that's what I'm also using for the same user database. And I tested with my previous viewers to just continue spam. It's working fine. And that too, it's working in this processor. I think it's 2 cores. I don't see any difference. There is obviously many caveats to this. The negatives are there is no standard SQL queries. You cannot really write like a where statement because it's JSON. Yeah, it's really impressive. It works fine. So you cannot really write like where or sort, those sort of things. But you might be asking, what if the database grows? For my project, it doesn't grow because a deal can only stay alive until 7 days. I wrote a cron job would just spin almost, which would spin up almost every day, and it would just delete all the previous deals which are, older than 7 days. So there is a constant. What is the right word for it? A constant rate of data which is alive. You can expect 10 deals coming. That means there must be 10 deals going out. Not at the same time or same day, but that doesn't really affect that much performance. Yes, the user database, yeah, I am a bit worried about it, but I can fix it later. I can have 2 databases as well. What do you think? So yeah, the main reason was to have a single database file. That's the main reason. And then I couldn't find any single, NoSQL database server which can do this. Of course, MongoDB is there, but I don't want a server to be running. Imagine how can I back up MongoDB? I don't want to use the cloud version, but how can I back up? It's impossible. This is the easiest way I can back up the database. Of course, I can use Postgres, Supabase, where I have to maintain a cluster in my home and then another cluster all the way in my laptop, but that's not reliable. I want the data to be stored. So one way is to export the entire database into an Excel sheet, a CSV file or some other random format, and then save it into the database. I tried it. It's not fun. And it's not really worthy to be setting this long for this small projects. But yeah, for the user database, I might need to consider something else because I see it's growing. I started with 20 KB. Now it's what? It's almost 100 KB. Obviously, because I'm saving the entire JSON. So yeah, it's almost 108 KB. I will keep it into 1 MB and it's fine. I have 400 megabytes of RAM, so it can continue working like this for easily 20 MB. At that point, I will deal with it. Do you see all my janky things now? This is what my mindset is. I do follow industry standards only if it's needed. If not, I'd find my own janky things or duct tape fixes to make something work. And it works fine. It works just fine. Yeah, let's continue with this. I forgot what I was supposed to do. Secure the APIs. So what are the other API calls I'm making? Obviously, this one is done. Handle, paste. I think that, yeah, reset. Reset is the one I'm doing. Okay. Am I exporting the function? Yeah, I'm exporting it. You are using industry standards for front-end and backend. That's what matters most anyways. Yeah, I'm putting securities and databases, pooling, server side events, server side rendering. But how to store data? Do you think for my project is it necessary to use like a cloud cluster databases? I don't really think it's needed. Hey, hope you subscribe. Wow, Tarun, Code Bam. I don't know. Do I have like one viewer or two viewers? It's fine. So what do I need? I totally forgot. I need an API token. That's it. Then if I have something, I can just figure toast dot. What is it called? Success reset events. Totally fine. And then catch. Reset event failed. That's perfect. I got Rudra spams. Please don't spam. I need this type of live stream rather than game live stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for the like, guys. Makes me feel good. Today I'm going to sleep peacefully. So Aman Gupta, what are you cooking? I'm new. I just stopped explaining what am I doing. It almost took me 10 minutes. I didn't even write a single line of code. And again, it's no problem. I'm streaming for some reason. I'm not. Yeah. No problem. If I give a short example, I don't think you guys would be interested. So anyways, the short version is the motto. So use the Amazon affiliate account which I have in India, and I have a decent family and friends fan base. They ask me for, can you find a better deal for this box? Can you find a better deal for power bank? So I got an idea. How can I build an automation thing which would just post deals, not to WhatsApp or anything, for Instagram and just like Instagram, people. So what I do is I open Amazon website. I select like 5 to 6 deals or 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. I would send it to my Golang with the help of React website, and it would process with the help of a Python helper function to use MoviePy or something. It handles all the database, APIs, server-side rendering, all those things, and it would generate posts as well as reels. And it will have the product title, the product image, the price, and the dynamic link 101, link 102. That is important. And these will be auto posted to Instagram with proper captions and everything. And it also has links inside the captions, but those are not clickable based on Instagram standards. So users have to comment or DM me the link 101. With this number 101, I'm going to respond them back to the actual links which they can click. All these things is working. Everything is working fine, except this is also working, but I'm still waiting for Facebook or Instagram, Meta, whatever it is, to approve my server usage. So the server is ready, the React website is ready. I just gave a quick demo. This is how it works. All I have to do is go to a Amazon deal. If I like this deal, I press this button, copy deal. Oh, well, this doesn't work. Close it. I hope this works. Yeah, this works. I copied the deal. All I have to do is to paste the JSON here. We can see things right here. Ding, 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 ding. Thanks for the like. So yeah, all I have to do is press automation, and that would just go on and do its thing, and I get all the updates right inside this website. So every section. Someone disliked my stream. Whoever disliked it. Oh, I got my like back, so no worries. Show my face. Show my face. Show my face. Show my face. Dude, Oh, did I close it? No. Probably show my face. Why is it not working? Did my mic die or what? Oh, I think I muted myself. Show my face. See. So what happens is this button gets clicked against my chair. So if I mute it, show my face, it doesn't work. But if I do this, it will work fine. So all the new people, welcome to the stream. So Aman, oh, it's a good idea. He's messing with you. Yeah, it's anyone whoever is watching, I would request to, be responsible. You don't have to spam. I can just turn off this alert with one click. But I don't really want to do that. So yeah. Hey Patel, welcome to, I'm so sorry. I didn't really see your chat. So this is how I read my chat. So if you feel like I missed your chat, I would request you to use the speak command. This is how you use it.
Shivak says, I'm so sorry to miss your comment. You wasai kasiwa what?
Ding, 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 ding. Back to gaming. So I think there is enough spam happening for the live.
X1 says, Sir, I am just 12 pass out and want to learn coding.
Okay.
So to make a good project for my profile, what should I do, sir?
You already answered your question. A good project, if that's what you want to do. What is the meaning of good project for you? So if you want to impress HR people, then there are certain projects you might want, they might expect you to do.
Radraspams_ says, it's my operations relation exam within 2 hours, but I still prefer dev this time. Carry on, sir.
Respect. But still focus on your exam. You have still 2 hours. Maybe you can get 5 more marks if you study now. Yeah, I'm still here. I'll be streaming every day, so it's totally fine. Thanks for the subscribe spams. Hope you're not the one who's spamming. How to learn Python for Odoo ERP dev? Let me see. I have no clue. I have no shame to admit I don't know that. Odoo. This is the first time I'm reading it. What is? Oh, this seems like it. I have no clue what this is. I don't know. Is it a programming language or a tool? Again, doesn't matter where you're coming from. Python is the easiest language to learn. I'm not trying to shame you or anything, but relatively, that's the easiest language. So how do you learn it? I would go for, no, I don't think LeetCode is a good option to learn it. But there is a tool for learning Python. There is a website specially made for it. So inside this, we are already
X1 says, I want to go with AI and ML. So looking at your stream, I am really surprised what we can do with our computers. So just help me with language and a good project for my college application.
So I did an AI editor, but I didn't obviously train my own AI and machine learning. But you are dealing with an AI. So when you say AI and machine learning, you have to be specific. As I'm a dev, so for a good AI ML project, all you have to do is take an existing problem, apply AI to it, try to solve the problem. That's a project. So maybe you see a college application, or you see there are a lot of tons of examples. All you have to do is there is a problem, add AI to it. Doesn't matter if it fixes things or not, just add AI to it. That's it. You already crossed 50% of the resumes. The other 50 is how good you do it. So I wouldn't suggest you to do a machine learning because that would require a lot better laptop and PC. Hey, thanks for the subscribe. Who was that? Nemesis?
X1 says, okay, sir, thank you.
So I'm giving you a short example. So there is nothing much you can do with AI and ML. You just have to add it to something. One of my previous user, he added an AI to his college website. What does it do? It would just scrape the entire college, all the 150 pages, and you can just ask, okay, where can I find this page? And that was an impressive project for them. But for other people who who is the one who visits the college website? Except people who are trying to join the college. So for every project, there is a niche users who would love to use it. So in the same way, find something which you can fix, add it. Doesn't matter if it's used by 10 people, 20 or 1,000, it's a project and there will be a use case for it. And that proves that you know something how to build certain things, and using people like you, the company can build something new for its own 1 lakh users. So that's how companies work. They don't really expect you to make good projects. They expect you to be feasible, that okay, you can work with projects. Answering the anyway, Nemesis, thanks for subscribing. Thank you so much. Welcome to my stream. This is BlazingBane. I really want you guys to use my commands. I work my hard to develop those commands, but again, if you don't want to use it, it's totally fine. So yeah, all they want to know is whether you can work in a team, whether you can understand the concepts to do the work. It doesn't matter if you are a sole developer, but that's not how companies work. They want you to work in a team, get the deliverables and fix the code, doesn't matter, something, and be something creative. That's it. That's what they expect from you. So they don't really expect from you whether to write a quantum computer, because if they're expecting that, they're stupids. But yeah, that's my opinion again. Let's write some code. And yeah, I forgot Athik official. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you're still watching or not. So I don't know what tool you're coming from, that OPP, whatever it is. I don't know if it's a programming language or not. This website, you might find, you might already know this. You might feel it's too big for you, but this is a wonderful website. It covers from basics to advanced. These are a lot asked questions in interviews of Python. Decorators, must and should. Partial functions, must and should. Yeah, lambda functions are a common things, but maps and reduce, wonderful things. So yeah, you can cover all these in a week. Probably this might take 20 days and this might take a month. The reason why I'm telling you the month is some of them are like advanced topics. You need to practice a lot more in order to get good with it. But this is what Python is. Then comes the framework. Maybe you want to build API, Django, Fast API, there is some other things. Maybe you want to do big data, there is some other program frameworks. So then after you learn this, you need to choose which way to go. So Python itself is a language. What you're going to do with that language is up to you. I think I answered that question. I think I did. So yeah, if you're still watching, that's my answer. If you're not satisfied, let me know. If you want to ask more, just let me know. So yeah, Aman, like I said, the moment I explained my project, people would leave because they think I'm not doing anything impressive, which I agree. Oh, you're still here. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to know more, like if you can be more
X1
specific.
says, as a beginner student, which language will you recommend to start with?
Do you want to go AI, ML, right? Python. After that, if you want to go hardcore, go C++. Because most of the Python packages like NumPy, they are all written in C++, but language is not the matter key. Cool. Dude, welcome to the stream, fake biz. Cobalt, do you think you are such an evil person? Welcome to the stream, fake biz. Yeah, of course you are kidding. There is no way. Cobalt. Someone actually told me to learn assembly.
Radraspams_ says, 2026 job market for web dev? Mainly full stack.
Of course, there are salaries, but those are all legacy functions. In order for them to hire you, you need to be good at COBOL. They're not going to just hire you because you know COBOL. They want you to be good at it so that they can understand the old COBOL, which was written 20 years ago. Yeah, that's how things work. Hey, you got 10 points already. 2026 job market. The market is continuously changing, but I think it's saturated now. Full stack, yeah, there is no web development anymore. There is full stack development. It's going to stay, but obviously the number of job openings for them would be decreased to something else, and I don't know what is that. The graphs which I saw yesterday, or not yesterday, like few days ago, in some
X1
website.
says, so starting with CS50 will be a cool start, IG.
You haven't started yet? I mean, yeah, if you're not started yet, that's fine, totally fine, but there is still a long way ahead. So stop overthinking. There is something called thinking paralysis. This also happens to me. Before I start my stream, I would just think continuously for 5 minutes. What thumbnail should I use? What title should I use? Am I good looking? Is the lighting okay? Is my audio okay? I would just think too much, and it would take 30 minutes. But did I stream? No. So stop thinking. Start one language, start one Python, TypeScript, doesn't matter. Just start one language and do whatever you have to do. You can change the language later on. Do we need something like TypeScript to? No. Is it IAN or LAN? I'm going to call you Flynn. I just was curious how to pronounce your name. But yeah, welcome to my stream. This is BlazingBane. I didn't even write a single line in like last 10 to 15 minutes. It's the core concepts that matter. Yeah, you can start learning by any language, but problem starts with something procedural. Yes. Yeah, it's totally fine. That's what mostly happens. But if I really wanted to code without getting distracted, I would not stream, which happens time to time. Last Monday, I guess, I wanted to finish my project, so I didn't stream because I would just focus on programming. But now everything is done. I'm just having some fun. So I don't think that's possible, Flynn, because Java, these all legacy languages, they have their own VPN, not VPNs. What is it? Virtual environments, or it's called something. JVMs, just like the virtual machines, to translate those languages into assembly. They already have those. So you're building some new language to study that language to do the same thing it's doing. As Gen X retires, there will be a large increase in demands of programmers who know the legacy languages, which demands come salary. True. 100%. True. Their WebAssembly could theoretically be written in COBOL or JS. Yes, but it still runs the same way. Dude, you are still a newbie. Like you just said, yeah, if you have time, then C++, obviously. But where are you from, X1? Are you from India? If you are from India, don't do C++. Go with Java, because there are a lot of Java jobs than C++. I'm half. If you're not from India, then whatever. Yeah, if you're. I thought they teach Indians Python in the first grade over there. Not really. And I was first given a computer in 6th, I guess. But before that, I used to have a computer anyways. So even Nepal does not know it's the same. So all our regions, they are there are tons of service-based companies. And they don't go to the new languages. If you want to get a job fast, this is one language. Python, yeah, definitely one language. Like React and Angular, that's the frameworks, but obviously TypeScript. We can just summarize to TypeScript. And some database, obviously SQL and NoSQL. And what else? These, of course, Spring Boot, but let's consider them as Java. If you know this, you can get a job easier in our countries especially. But C++ are a different genre. I don't think it's easier to find jobs in them. Either you have to be too good with them, or you only have selected companies which deal with this. And you can also pick C#. That's .NET. Yes, just start with these in order if you want to get a job. Unless you already have enough wealth, you don't really you're not looking for a job, you just want to learn out of your own passion certain language, then you're absolutely free to do it. Yeah, this is a safer approach. POSIX shell scripting and write everything in POSIX compatible shell script. No worries. Yeah, wonderful. Why don't you do that? Just pull your hair and bang your head against a wall. Yes, you hate JS. Why? Yeah, it is what it is. Hey, without JS, there is no web. There is no web at all. Oh, welcome home. Welcome home, Grandpa. JS on server, it's not like JavaScript itself is running the server. It's just C++ running JavaScript threads as a server. So I'm not saying that's a good thing or bad thing. It's just how it's run. When people say JavaScript is running on server, it's just C++ in the bottom and it's handling the JavaScript. Yeah, it's fine. CCTV, suitable. How much patience do you have, Atik? Is it Atik? Yeah, there are vulnerabilities. Yes, there are. I think the bun is starting to. It's true. I don't really understand why people are using JavaScript that much, but again, that's the only language which is event driven. And maybe there is a reason people want event driven in their servers. It's non-blocking nature that. I got the lag again. Yeah, I didn't expect these many like spam, so there is a small bug. Yeah, people like event driven. There are certain servers. There are certain servers which are meant to be event driven based instead of standard procedural processing. That's the only case I think that's wonderful to use JavaScript. Other than that, there is absolutely no use. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't really have an opinion on whether to use it or not. If the people are using it and if they are happy with it, absolutely fine. Go use it. Guys, is it true? What's happening? Fake Viz. Our flagship program, I have building V2 in Golang and with React. Yeah, Golang, that's what I'm using for my server. The moment I started learning or started using Golang, I fell in love with it. It's a wonderful language. Of course, it's not the fastest or not the most efficient, but it's convenient. It's a wonderful thing. What's happening? I'm still new to this. Fixbit, thank you for 10 gifts. So who gets those gifts? Polycode gets it, Nikhil Abhiraj and Tarun, Darsh. And the only reason everyone here is a member now until it expires. Well, thanks. So it's monthly, yeah. I think YouTube membership works in that way. It's a monthly membership. ASN Gaming has become a member. He was one of my oldest viewers. I don't know if he's still here or not. It feels good. It definitely feels good. But YouTube stole the idea from Twitch? Lol, yeah, it does. So who decides which person gets these gifts? Is it random? Or do you just normally have to scroll something? Because some of those viewers are not actually active. Maybe it's helpful to. But anyway, I'm so thankful for you, Fake Biz Chris. I'm going to call you Fake Biz. Thank you so much. I'm going to sleep so happily. Sundar Pichai. I mean, that's how competition works. No, not all APIs are going to him. Still happening. Still happening. Of course, we are kidding. So let's write some code. Now let's write some code. So reset that's done, and fetch events. I think I can write a new function for this, but it's fine. I can update it later. Handle paste. Yeah, this can stay as it is. Trigger automation. This can be in its own API. So let's split this up and write it inside my own API. I'm using Fiber, and it's fine for me. This is my structure. We can see main function. It has as less code as, yeah, that's not native, yes, but it's a lot faster. Native is, I think, no, Gin. I think Gin is different. Sometimes Gin is faster, but Fiber has the least, best developer experience, in my opinion. Again, you're coming from what, 90s? If you find COBOL level of programming, then you don't really find anything verbose. But I find Fiber, sweet, just like Express. Oh yeah. No. It's fine. So Fiber is like less, most like Express. If you're Salesforce, yeah, okay. Then Python, okay. If you're coming from Python, then Fiber is a good choice because the developer experience is somewhat similar. Thanks for the like, guys. Thank you so much for 10 subscriptions. Fake this. You can't see me in my face, but I'm really happy inside. It feels good. I didn't really know that old JS. I only did Angular. I haven't done Angular JS myself. I heard it's too verbose, but that's how it is. But TypeScript saved a lot. So this is what I would suggest. The main functions would have all these things, and there is an API routes. Inside routes, I write API functions in this way, all the APIs in one file, and those corresponding functions will be written in those different files. So deals will have its own, all the deals level. Instagram will have all the Instagram APIs. Make endpoints, there is a function. Yes, you don't definitely know, you don't need it. Welcome back, Demon. Ruby on Rails, yeah. I think GitHub was built on Ruby on Rails, I guess. So Damon, you're right, you don't need it, but I was just suggesting that Fiber is a decent choice. Peace. Because it was 20 years ago of social media. Yeah, those tools were not really meant for what we have for today. You are like hibernating all this time. Sir, purpose auxiliary. What is that icon? Oh, those are all the old icons. You are chasing girls. Yeah, you wanted life, man. You definitely wanted life. Look at me trying to solve. Back in the day, I was trying to solve Java errors, and those big error statements, no one can understand what the hell it wants. But that's how it is. Even Go language errors are difficult to understand, but once you know where to look at, it makes sense. Yeah, I used to. Even today, I rarely touch Java at work. But no, it's a wonderful language. But you have to think before 10 years. That's not the case. Consider there is no Python or TypeScript, and there are only two languages which are open source and can be developed by anyone. So if you think from Microsoft, there was .NET, and for all others, there was Java. And Java is a wonderful language back in 10 years because it is needed. It powered most of the applications, but now it's not relevant anymore. It's not relevant in the cloud, so it's gone. Hey, Nanda, I'm going to call you Nanda. What are you working on? Okay, round 3 of explaining what I'm trying to do. I will give a quick overview. I have a pipeline. We can say something like this. I have a little bit of fan base, family and friends who would want me to, recommend deals. They would text me or call me and say, can you find a better deal for power banks? Can you find a deal in something else? So why not just automate this process and post reels and post in Instagram and also respond? Like I said, everything is working. I'm just polishing those things. So this is what I would do. I would open Amazon, select a deal myself. I'll copy the information. Once that is done, I would go to my website, post it, something like this, and we can see all the data has been loaded, the price, the product image, the title. This needs some work. The moment this is ready, I would just press start automation, and this would trigger my Golang backend server, where it would use a little bit of Python to generate the video, attach the trending audios from Instagram. Again, I'm going a lot higher level, but if you want to go deeper than this, I can explain to you. And once all this done, it's going to post that reel to Instagram and also listen to the comments and DMs for that reel. So how are users going to get the links? That's one challenge. I do have a website for them to visit. If not, in the Instagram videos, in the captions or in the comments, they have to send a certain command or DM me, because according to Instagram, the comments, the links I post in the captions cannot be, what do you call it? Clickable, I guess. I don't know why they did it, but that's the case. So in order for me to send them the links, I mean, the robot, they need to send me the text first. There is one rule in Instagram that I cannot send the messages, or we can say I cannot automate sending messages to users who didn't send me any message. So I want them to send something like this, link 101. If they send link 101, I'm going to use this 101 and identify what are the deals which I posted in this 101, and I'm going to respond them the reels. It's working. I already got some people, watching my reels. It's working fine. But then I have to submit a request for Facebook to approve my backend server. As you can see, it's still processing. Until that is done, my application is down and up in between few times. But that's only for responding these things. Everything else is working as expected. If I just press this button, in 1 to 2 minutes, the reel is posted into Instagram, and I can get live notifications right here. This is a higher level. Obviously, there is a lot happens in the background. I do have some other projects as well. The Relangi Mama, the bot, the blue one. I think you're a newbie. I mean, not a newbie, but you are new to my channel. So, welcome to my stream. This is BlazingBane. Show my face. So Relangi Mama is a program. Relangi Mama is open source. As of now, for this project, I didn't even have a GitHub repository as of now. So it's the streamer board it's in my GitHub. It's not plug and play. So what are you working on this? Thanks for the like, guys. Into the hood. Welcome to the stream, Hussein. Okay, let's respond to some comments. I'm so sorry I forgot Flynn. I did a lot of Ruby and Rails. I'd never touched Ruby and Rails. And these days I prefer lower level languages. Rig is my favorite right now. But when I recently had to do a quick web, I use HTMX and Go. Yeah, Go is quick for development as well. And we can see there is a new language. I would really love to use it. V programming. Don't hate me on this. Yeah, Temp is a wonderful tool. I'm using Temple. It's Temple. For some reason, I call it Temple, but it's Temple. So it's a mix of all the good stuff in Go, TypeScript, and Rust. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And we get static typing in templates. That's the best part of it. We can obviously use, basic views, which comes from Fiber, without, what is it called? Without starting typing, and I was making a lot of spelling mistakes. So there is commands you can try. Nanda, you can type exclamation screen to watch my screen. If you type exclamation face, you will see my face, obviously. So back to gaming. You can use peek command. You can use, there are a lot of, yeah, that's how it works. There are a lot of things. If you like my stream, something's going to happen. I'm going to wait for it. Show my face. You can dislike, you can remove the like if you don't have. So that's what happens when someone likes my stream. But there is a thing, if someone removes the like or dislike, something else will happen. I'm waiting for it. Looks like someone liked my stream. So yeah, if you dislike my stream and someone else has liked at the same time, so that would not be considered as a dislike. Someone liked my stream as well now, so let's wait. In short, if you dislike, I will get a water, like a crying filter, something like that. Someone liked again. Ding, 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 ding. I have 15 likes at this point. Thank you so much, man. This is the best day in my entire streaming things. Oh, this is what happens when someone dislikes my stream. But I highly request, do not dislike. You can remove the like, that's different, but do not dislike, because YouTube thinks that something bad is going to happen, unless you can like back. So that's Thanos balance. So anyone who has time or interest to explore a new language, back to gaming, try this one. It's a good language. It's a similar to Go, but it's influenced by all these languages. Have you tried HTMX on front end? Do you like it? Honestly, no, I didn't try. I didn't try HTMX myself yet. Never heard of it. I didn't really try it as well. But it's promising. I really wanted to try this. So it's most like a mix of Rust and this is how println is. It's from Python again. Hey, Darth Vader, welcome back. Not really. C++ is a fun language, yes. I have reached 20 likes. I never reached 20 likes, honestly. But what happened? I didn't do it. I have a subscriber. What is... I can't see the name. It's Rahul. Thanks. Feels good. For some reason, I can't really handle that sound. Unless you guys are. Thanks. Thanks. So what's the special about it? While I was, exploring Go programming language, I wished it has some... I feel TypeScript has better definition of types than Golang. In Golang, there is structs and interface, that's it. In TypeScript, we can have optional parameters, we can have extends, we can have partials, we can have like types inside types. It's a lot more complex, but there is no such thing as optional parameters in Go. I don't know if we have it in Zig or Rust, but this programming language has it. And I am a TypeScript, nerd myself. I don't call it as an expert, but I enjoy static typing. I try to do my types every day. So while doing Golang, I was like, I cannot do optional parameters, something like that. But yeah, I don't think so. There are no performance metrics. They have their own use cases. That's why they come up with this programming language. Yes, I was. So I was not happy because they picked Go. I was just... the reasons they gave were perfect response for people who say, Go is not the fastest language. When I started my projects in Go, the streamer bot, the railing, hello hacker, you seem new, welcome to the stream. I noticed all your comments, so I'm just reading, I'm replying fast. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Hacker. This is BlazingBane. It's all about programming, a little bit of gaming. I'm a gamer. I have a 3080. I do play games. Only when I have done enough programming at work, sometimes it's just too much and I don't really want to do certain programs anymore. I would just spin up a game. I mostly play Battlefield, PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege. That's another side of the story, so let's keep that aside. So yeah, you must be happy when they preferred Go. I was a different kind of happy. I'm not a Go advocate or something. What I observed is when I started writing my Relang Imama and the other servers in Go, people were like upset. They were like confused. Why would you do this? Why not you write in Rust? Why not you use Python or some? No one really raised Zig, but I expected Rust people. And I clearly said, it takes me a month to write the same thing, but it just took me 2 days in Go to write the same program which I wrote in Python, TypeScript, and JavaScript. I just rewrote everything in Go. It was fast and it works performant. And I was like, why would I pick Rust now? I'm not hating on Rust. It's a good language, probably better than this, but as a developer experience, all I wanted was this easy concurrency, because concurrency is the key in my, like the streamer application. If you go to my coding stream assistant, you can see there are a lot of memory, but so Golang is also efficient in memory. Of course, there is a garbage collector. It's not obviously not as efficient as Rust. I'm not telling you guys to use Go instead of Rust, not at all. It's just I'm answering why I used. And the moment I saw the Twitter, TypeScript videos where they discuss, I felt that's the exact reason I chose Go. That's the problem. Why would you call someone, even like people who are, I was doing the same live stream while I was building the Relang Mama, people were like, bro, you can't code in Rust. You shouldn't be a developer. I was, what? I can, of course I can code in Rust. I tried coding in Rust for one day, and I realized it's going to take a lot of time for me to port it. And this streamer bot is crucial for my streams. I don't have 1 month's time to do it. And I don't care if it takes more memory. It's totally fine. Oh, yes, I didn't mean that. I meant Rust has a feature where it has add, anywhere you can scope it and without your variables for perform. True. It's a wonderful language, true. Okay. S3 API, okay. Oh, that's way out of my regular use cases. So I'm one of those streamers who would say that I don't know certain things. I do not know. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm just enjoying programming and talking to you guys. Hey bro, I'm joining a Comp SC BTech this August. Can you suggest me a roadmap, please? You're joining BTech? Yeah, of course. Terminal, yes. I do write terminals in batch scripts. I have a ton of batch scripts, and I'm fine with those. They work fine for me. I even wrote a lot of batch scripts for work as well. I have to do my AWS SSO like 3 times a day. You know how painful it is to do 3 times, copy pasting certain things, go to the website. But now I just write this. I open my terminal and I will just do exactly this batch, it will just run. Of course, it's not running here. I'm talking about my work PC. It would just open the browser, copy the SSO, refresh my token. Maybe it would do it. So let's ask Abhirup Das. Yeah, welcome to the stream, bro. You seem new. Thank you so much. Hope whoever joined, if you'll enjoy, if you feel like I'm doing something, or if you like it, consider subscribing. That's it. I'm not going to ask you again. Okay, hey bro, I'm joining computer science BTech this August. Can you suggest me a roadmap, please? Of course. I would love to do that. Why not? Because I regret not doing those things. So yeah, there are certain things I think your college would also suggest doing it. So just keep focusing on that. Do DSA, that's for sure. Stick to 3 languages. You would need this. You would need this. You would need this. All right. These 3 will give you jobs in India. Your name obviously suggests you're from India, so I would recommend these. Of course, all of my viewers, CodeBam, FakeBiz, you can suggest your own, but this is what my opinion is. Yeah, of course, you can do C++, and if you're good with C++, you can just do any other language. Respect. Thank you so much, man. You made my day. Thank you so much. Celebrate. Oh yeah, beginner for Java. Yeah, but in India, people teach C, C++, and Java as their primary languages. At least that's what I was taught with. I don't know if Abhirup, let's call him Das. I don't know if Das, whatever the university is joining in, I don't think they would start with Python. In India, people start with C++ or Java. I hope that's still relevant, but if it's not, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you need to learn these 3. Dude, there are a lot of jobs. Again, there are a lot of jobs and a lot of people also applying for those jobs. But in order to get a job easily in India, you need to know this. Of course, there are game development jobs, there are like .NET jobs, but those are less jobs and you need to be a lot good with it. But if you know these, you can find a basic job quickly. After that, you can build your own careers. Thanks for the like. You understand my point? I'm not telling him to do this and your life will be, happy. No. With this, you can start your journey, and then obviously at that point you would be having your own knowledge, so you would pick whatever you want. So how would you start this? So in your programming, like in first year, I would just leave it on your, enjoy your college life, make some new friends, make some decent friends, people try to have like good people in your circle, similar mindsets. It's totally fine. And then you start preparing things. Don't compare with yourself. Just remember the roadmap you need to do. Learn 3 programming languages. 1 static, which gets you job, Java or C++. I don't really suggest C++, but it's up to you. Or 1 Python, so that you can have a flexibility to switch careers. If you don't want to be a full stack, you can go to data engineering or some AI ML. And then Typescript. This is must. Satyam, welcome. Thank you so much. So these Python and TypeScript are must. They are easiest languages. Don't worry about it. And then you start Java or something, Java to get jobs. Okay. So you don't have to learn these 3 languages at the same time. I would suggest do anything. It's totally fine. And in the second year, with, understanding, with studying in your classes, there's a friend of mine, so ignore. So when you start second year and third year or fourth year, whatever it is, in the second year to third year, I would recommend you to do DSA. There is a website called, don't go too much searching for what to do in DSA. Just stick to basics. I don't want you to solve all these 450 problems. Where are these? This one, I think this is top coding, though this is not the one. Playlist, no, sheet, A to Z. Yeah, there are 455 problems, but I don't want you to do all 455. It's not really needed. All you have to do is the basics 100. Strings, arrays, hash maps, hash tables. That's it. You don't really have to go into trees, binary trees. If you want, you can, but you don't have to. So I am giving you 2 years for that, second year and third year. And after third year, second sem, just do 2 projects, and that's it. You're a solid person. Are you guys agree with it? Arvind Mama, Puntawa. It's a fine roadmap. So first year, yeah, just get on with your life, make good friends. Not like me. Arvind is one of my friends. I regret having him as my friend, but that's another story. And in the second year and third year, focus on fundamentals while learning things in your college. There are certain things you still need to learn, and you need to do like 1 or 2 programs a day. It's totally fine. You don't have to struggle that much. Don't race yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Some people do things in 2 days. Some people do it in 1 week. Some people take 1 month. Doesn't matter. If you don't do it, you would not do it anyways. So start doing it. And in the third year to fourth year, obviously there will be a pressure on you to do some projects. So you should be fine. So follow this. Don't do neat code on any other things, because someone gifted me. Yeah, that's what happens is a decent, a wonderful person named Fake Biz. He just gifted 10 subscriptions and also donated me $10. Celebrate. That's what happened, Dash. Someone subscribed. Wolfie. Where is Wolfie? Welcome to the stream, bro. So Krishna, show my face. Hello. Hey. Back to gaming. So I would suggest you to guys to use the speak command if you're interested. There are a lot of cool commands you can try. You can control what appears on my face. If you say put Iron Man, there will be Iron Man. And not really. I use multi-monitor. One of my friend had an ultra monitor. It's a wonderful thing, but it's not for me. I'm a gamer as well. I do play games on time to time, but I wasn't really enjoying that. I prefer 24 or 27-inch IPS, high refresh rate, must and should. I have 4 different monitors. I want more monitors than this one monitor like ultra wide. No.
Arvind Kumar says, HPAB 522TX.
Yeah, chitti, ఏం చేస్తున్నావురా? Hey, 25 likes, please. Thank you for all those likes. Thanks. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Let's do it again. Thanks. I like that sound. It's as if it's so real, as if it's someone kissing me. Maybe because of these headphones. I didn't even write a single line of. Oh, it's already 12. All right, people, time to go to sleep. I have work tomorrow, and it's weekend, so I will stream Saturday, evening for you guys, morning for me. So you can join the same time. Tomorrow I'm also going to stream. Thank you, Codebam. Welcome to the stream. It feels good. This is by far the best stream I had. Hope you guys enjoyed my stream as well. It's just a casual conversations. Do follow me on my things, so that this is what I would normally post. I would post updates where even I'm not really a social media person myself. Oh, you're an automation QA. Oh, let's welcome this dude. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Wolfie. Just saw you randomly coming on dashboard. I'm an automation QA and thinking about moving to DevOps. Okay, I'm already working on Azure in my
Arvind
work.
Kumar says, bring a lady in the stream for mutual coding.
One query is like an SQL query. Hey, the guy with Thor. Welcome, bro. Welcome back. There is no lady, bro, Arvind. ఎందుకురా ఆడుకుంటున్నావు? So I'm a full stack dev myself, but I do CI/CD stuff like that. So if you're into coding, then no problem. I thought you were asking questions about DevOps. So what do you want to learn? Do you want full stack or machine learning or some other things? But any coding involves some logic building. So I would want you to know at what level are you good at, so that I can suggest you more. You seem like you are an experienced person, so he's a programmer, lady equals. Okay, you guys can have fun. I don't want to involve with that, but have fun. Arvind is one of my friends back from undergrad. I taught him how to play games. I taught him how to hold a mouse. He wasn't really into programming or anything, but yeah, I taught him how to use computers and etc. I gave him my laptop to play games. So Wolfie, yeah. Krishna, you can ask the question. Obviously, I'm waiting. I'll wait for like 12:15. It's 12:11. I can easily spare 4 to 5 minutes. Oh, I completed Java plus DSA. Want a job? Password. What should I do? కళ్ళజోడి ఏ జాతరలో కొన్నా. I know basics Java since we are using Selenium. That's I expected. Like you already know Java. So what are you worried about, Wolfie? So Java and DSA. You already have Java and DSA. Are you good with DSA? If you're confident, then one project is all enough, and then just stop doing programming and just randomly spam, applying to jobs. That's the best thing you can do. Enough. Java, DSA, and a project is enough. Of course, Java means like you need to have Spring Boot, because those are the tools which MNC companies use. So one project using Spring Boot, which involves Logger, Kafka, and database. They expect these things because of the AI and everything. They want you to know a lot more tools. That is expected. So you already know Java, and then you already know DSA. I would expect you to learn Spring and Spring Boot. If possible, one front-end framework, React
Arvind
and
Kumar
Angular.
says, thanks for the power bank, man.
Cheers. Bing. A regular customer. Okay. Yeah, Spring Boot and front-end, React and Angular, that's fine. Don't go much deeper into that if you're not interested in front-end. And then comes the database, SQL, no SQL. Sorry to say, you need to know both. SQL, you need to know like basic query, stuff like that. You don't have to go much deep. In NoSQL, you need to know indexing and stuff like that. And inside the server, let's start with logging and then queue management. You can use Kafka or RabbitMQ, totally fine, free tools. If you want to learn, you can use Docker, which I use a lot. It's a wonderful tool. If you're interested, learn it. If not, give it up. What else? Microservices. So split your API into 3 different APIs and try to put all your messages into Kafka and process them. I understand this might be somewhat disliked. I hope you lose Wi-Fi. I hope you lose. It's fine. You don't lose anything. I'll take my curse back. So yeah, these are certain things which are expected in today's world. I'm so sorry to say this, but yeah, people want you to learn these things. If you say Java and DSA, this is what they expect from you. I'm not joking. If you are good with this, I'm a fresher. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not telling you to be, excellent in this, but you need to know how, to spin up a React application and start working with it. You need to know what is Kafka and how to work with it. It's not that complicated. It's simple. You need to know logging. Again, that's not complicated. It's just decorators and dependency injection. Those comes inside Spring Boot. Trust me, with this AI thing, people expect more from you. You cannot just say I'm a fresher. This is what I know. They are expecting things, but it's a good thing that you know all these things. It's already a good thing. You are at 70% to let's say 60 to be safe. All you need to know is some part of these. I don't want you to learn all of these, but just some parts. You will be 90%. The 10%, this thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Ting. Hard truth. So Wolfie, I'm so sorry. So if you know Java, let's start dealing with Java. You can also follow the same website, Strivers list. It's a 450 questions, but obviously you don't have to solve 450, just solve 100. You'll be fine. Even I don't have any referrals. No one gave me referrals. Referrals would only work to a level. After that, it doesn't. I don't think referrals are still working or not. All right, guys, 12:16. I have to wake up at 7 tomorrow. Gotta go for work.
Arvind Kumar says, we need a vlog of Grand Teton National Park.
I went to Niagara Falls recently. Wonderful place. Nanda, are you from East Coast? Tennessee. I don't know if it's East Coast or not. Tennessee. So yeah, if you're expecting a referral from me, well, even I don't have any. Fear of missing out. Hawk, welcome to the stream. I was about to end my stream, but it's fine. I can spare a few minutes. No problem, no problem, no problem. What are you fearing of missing out? Can you say about React project levels? I'm a Angular dev at work. I can talk more about Angular than React. I don't want to just say random things at your face just because I'm streaming. I don't really feel any pressure on myself. Thanks for the like. So fake name in React, the curve is something like this. It's very easier to start, and the more you grow, you start to hate it. So what level are you on right currently? Again, it's a tough question, man. It's a broad question. So you're in JS, so you're right here. Sorry, hard truth, you're right here. There is still TypeScript. It has its own headache. And then comes micro frontend. It starts right over here. And then comes use context, memorization. What else? Re-rendering issues, state management. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I understand now. I understand now. So okay. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry you feel that way, but every job is dead. Don't get me wrong. Even full stack is going to be dead. But it's a good thing if every job is done by AI, then we don't have to work anymore. That's a good part, I guess. So fake name, yeah, JS is still like in the beginning. There is still a long way to go ahead. So I'm not disencouraging or telling anything. No. What is that right word? So yeah, I'm not disencouraging you, but that's the truth. There is still a long way. But until here, it's easy. You will be getting your hands dirty. It will be fine. And then you start your questioning yourself. Oh, this is how things are done. So for that, you need to learn by yourself. Don't watch any YouTube videos to get that feel. Once you do it by yourself, it's a good feeling. So yeah, Wolfie, I don't know what to really suggest you. If you want to go into coding, then you must know this, just a little bit basics, 50 to 100 problems. It's fine. Don't go much deep into that. And then you need to do certain things which help you. That's what is needed. If you want to go low level, then C, C++, Zig, and Rust. You write container logics, you write CLIs. If you want to go full stack, all the things which I talked about is basically what full stack is. As if you already have DevOps and experience, you should be having a good edge on others. So don't stress about it. I would suggest to you to go this route than the first one. What about data science and machine learning engineers? I'm one. I have no shame to admit that I'm not a machine learning and data science engineer. So I just don't know. Of course, I know certain things, but I don't really know out of my own experience. So as a streamer, or let's forget I'm a streamer. Let's say as a human, if I don't know certain things, I would just say no. I have not done machine learning. I do have an AI editor written by me. I'm running a local LLM. Thanks for the like, guys. I'm running a local LLM in my primary PC to edit my videos. Thanks for the like. So yeah, I use AI. I'm good with using it's Gemma 3.4b. It is what edits my videos. It's supervised. It's not, fully that smart yet, and I don't have the money to use OpenAI API, so I'm using Gemma 3b. It works fine. It works fine, but I have to monitor it. Someone disliked my stream. That's fine. If you really dislike it, just let me know what you disliked so that I can improve. Alright guys, it's 12:21. Yeah, they are expensive, but it does really good job. You can see my videos which I posted recently. Those were edited by AI. It was fine. But all the problems was, let's say I give a prompt like, okay, in this 3 hours video, edit me a video of API discussions. But it doesn't know load balancing, which is a part of API. It doesn't know OAuth 2.0 which is a part of API. So these things would need internet knowledge, which is available in OpenAI or ChatGPT. But Gemma 3 is local running AI. It doesn't really know. It's not that smart. I guess you know what I'm talking about. I need to specifically tell it. I am talking about load balancing, which is a part of API backend development. So yeah, that's when it understands it. So basically, it's prompt. It depends on prompt, but it can only go to a certain extent. It's a really good project. If you guys want to know more about it, I can in another stream. I got a like. So Abhishek, George, you haven't mentioned anything related to cloud or full stack. Is it worth collecting some certificates? I'm against certificates myself. It's a controversial thing. So what I noticed is my friends who did AWS certifications struggled more than me to find a job. So it's all about layers, Abhishek. Just with that, it's useless. If you know certain things, maybe that can add a block to your profile, but don't think that's the main certificate. Sounds like, yeah, oh no. Gibson, I was about to end the stream. I build a lot of tools, Gibson, so I was about to end at 12. It's 23 minutes now. Where were you guys until now? I have explained what I was doing 3 times in this 2 hours, 16 minutes stream. I'm not hating on you, Gibson. It's totally fine. I'm not. So what I'm currently building now is not AI. That was my previous project, which was done while I was doing live streams. I build all my projects live stream. So this was the project I'm talking about. It's done. It works, I think. Hello. Yeah, the algorithm favored you today. Yeah, looks like it. But I haven't done anything special. It's the regular streams. Ryan White, welcome to the stream, bro. Yeah, I understand. So tomorrow is weekend, and trust me, for me, I'm going to start my stream like morning and evening for you. I can stream for 4 to 5 hours. But tomorrow I have to get up and go to work, so I still have to, do certain things before I go to sleep. Are there any node-based coding platform? Node-based, that Node.js or New-based? Time is, it's actually mentioned right here. Oh, when would I stream? Let's say on Saturday, I stream in the morning, 9 a.m. for me. So probably 7 p.m. for you guys, or 8 p.m. 8 p.m. for you guys in India. So if you're struggling to understand code, that means you lack fundamentals. Write your own code. Doesn't matter, it might take few weeks. Write your own code, then try to look at other codes. If you never wrote your own code, you won't be understanding. You need to hold the knife in order to see how the other person is using the knife. If you just look at it, you can just predict what it looks like, but you don't really get the feel. Once you touch the knife, you will get the feel. So write some programs.
Harish says, hello.
Hey, welcome back, Harish. Welcome back. I hope I answered your question. Maybe you didn't like my answer, but that's the truth. Even when I was studying programming, I couldn't understand what the hell was happening. The moment I started writing the code, of course, not looking at it and then writing, no. Try to learn the simple programs, like, maybe addition, maybe stuff. Then you can understand what other people are trying to do. Just by looking at things, you might not understand in the beginning phase, but once you are a professional, experienced dev, you can understand definitely. You don't need to write it. All right, guys. I hope you're happy with my stream. Oh, Abhishek, I think, did I answer your question? Oh, I think certificates, I answered your question. Rian White, yeah, answer your question. Nanda. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the stream today. It feels good. I'll be sleeping happy. Whatever happened today, I will be making a recap in the next stream. Yeah, Harish, you're not new. I would end my stream at 12 a.m. It's 12:30. I spent 30 more minutes. No worries. It's just I have to wake up early tomorrow. That's why. If not, I would have streamed for 2 a.m. as well. It's not no biggie. So make sure you follow this. It's my Twitter. I will not post random things. I would just post about my streams, and sometimes I would not feel like streaming even though I'm coding, because I'd be watching a movie and programming. So you can type !X for the But that's a good point. Let's add the link. I wrote my Golang backend in such a way that I don't have to update my program. I can just update my database and it would just work instantly. I'm impressed with that. I don't know why you guys are not impressed. Oh, this is not the one. Okay, let's use my Google. Come on. So is it links that you guys want? I mean, yeah, if people use links, I can just better. I think that's better. YT commands. The moment I add this, I just need to run one API call and it would just work fine. So these are all the links I have. Oh, I cannot really update all these. So yeah, this was the problem. I actually had the similar command, but YouTube limits my URL limits. So that's why I had to write it in this way. I had to split things. So if you want to see all the lists, you can just type !CMD and it would give you this link. It has all the links. Probably I might need to update this. Yeah, let's do this in some other stream. It needs to be dynamic. It doesn't really have all the commands yet. Yeah, that's the link. But it doesn't really have my socials, but my website has it. These are all the links I use. Of course, it doesn't have Twitter. Guys, trust me, there are a lot of things needs to be worked on, but slowly, step by step, we shall do it. You got 100 points, man. I don't even have a Twitter on it. Okay, we can add it later on. No worries. All right. Hey guys, gotta go now. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Frisbiz. I forgot his name. It's FakeBiz. Thank you so much, FakeBiz. I'll just take a screenshot. I just feel happy. Just taking a screenshot of Frisbiz, gifting like 10 memberships. It's a big thing for me. Peace, guys. I'm stopping the stream now. Let's meet tomorrow. No worries.